Hey maker, have you ever taken a product photo on a white background or tried to achieve that light, bright, and airy look only to look at the image and think, why does it look so dull and gray? You probably assume it's because you don't have enough light. But that's not the problem. The issue is how your camera is interpreting the scene. And today I'm going to explain exactly why this happens and the super simple fix that will instantly make your photos look brighter and more professional. If this is your first time joining me, hey, I'm Christina Nicole, product photography coach for makers. This is the kind of photo I see all the time. Grayish whites, kind of lifeless, just flat. But with one quick adjustment, we can make it look like this instead. The best part, you don't need new equipment. You don't even need to change your lighting. You just need to understand one thing about how your camera works. So let's get into it. Every camera, whether it's a professional DSLR or the one in your phone, has an internal light meter. That's the part of the camera that measures brightness and decides how dark or bright your photo should be. But your camera doesn't actually know what you're photographing. It just assumes that every single scene should balance out to a mid-tone gray. Why? Because that's how cameras are designed. It's based on an old photography rule that assumes most scenes are a mix of light and dark areas. But here's the problem. If your scene is mostly bright, like white backgrounds or white props or even light colored products, your camera sees all that brightness and thinks, whoa, this must be way too bright. So it darkens everything down to make it look more gray. This is why your bright white backgrounds keep coming out looking dull, lifeless, and gray. The camera is tricking you into thinking you don't have enough light when really it just makes a bad assumption. So how do we fix this? The good news is it's super easy. You just have to increase your exposure so the camera stops darkening the scene. Next time you go to take a photo with your smartphone, try this. When you tap on your screen to set focus on your product, you should see a little sun icon or a slider pop up. All you have to do is swipe your finger up and down or left and right, depending on the camera you have. That is manually telling your camera to brighten the image. And just like that, your whites actually look white, your product stands out, and your photos instantly look more professional. Now, a couple quick tips to make sure you're getting the best results. First, don't go too bright. If you increase your exposure too much, you might start losing detail in your highlights. You still want to see the texture and the shape of your product. Second, always check your final photos. Sometimes what looks good on your camera screen might be a little too dark or too bright when you upload to your computer. But if you're getting this right, you'll finally have clean, bright product photos that actually look professional without spending a dime on new equipment. So the next time your photos look dull and gray, remember, it doesn't necessarily mean you need more light. It's just that your camera is trying to darken the scene. Take control, bump up your exposure, and watch how much better your product photos turn out. But here's the thing, exposure is just one piece of the puzzle. If you've ever struggled with your photos looking too dark, too harsh, or the wrong color, that is a lighting issue, not just a camera issue. And I can help with that. My live 5-day challenge light is a hands-on training where I show you how to fix your biggest lighting struggles so that you can finally get bright, natural looking photos without expensive equipment or frustration. We cover everything from finding the best light in your space to softening shadows, avoiding reflections, and fixing color issues. Everything I teach during this challenge works for artificial light as well. If you want to take the guesswork out of lighting your product photos, click up here or grab the link in the description below to get on the wait list now. You'll be the first to be notified when the challenge opens again. See you next time.